raised by a few faculties in this room. So I want to address it, sir, before I proceed on. Yes, sir. There is one question this side, I guess. So, question in doubt and then I'll clear.
TDLs will work in Tally ERP9.
Yeah, this TDL, will it work in Tally ERP9? Sir, what do you think, sir? TDL will work? Sir, it is basically a collection which collects all the fields of a database in Tally. If a particular field is not there, every now and then Tally releases. Yesterday, Tally was releasing Prime version 3.0. So every time they will release with more fields. So this TDL might work in ERP environment, Tally ERP9 or Tally 9 environment, but that could be if that particular field is not there, it will end you up an error. Sometimes, most of the times it will give you a blank data if that particular field is not available. That is a field so far I have given you in the fetched to you in the collection. So as long as the field is there, no problem, sir. If it is not there in an older version of Tally, certainly you will have a trouble, sir. Yes. Any other questions, sir? Before I take it forward. There is some problem in my system, sir, due to the connectivity. Many applications are not running. This particular Excel file, along with the data is there with you as well. This file I will share you before end of the day, sir. Probably tomorrow you can have a view on it. And these are the websites which we are referring to. I'll also share the sites as a link in a file name called a link in your Google Sheet. I think already shared, I guess. If not, I will share it once again. You can refer. The first site, please tell me, sir, where it can be used to convert your 1 and 3 week data. The next site is GitHub. All these developments, sir, somebody asked me in the break, sir, how much time you have spent so far to do all these collections? I told around 10,000 hours, sir. Maybe I could have done a course like CA, 4 or 5 courses like CA to the time I spent. So, but still 80% of my intellectual property I have given as free for the members. So this particular site, github.com Ramajayam-CA, you can go in two ways, sir. You can go to www.gscauditor.in. You can click on, there is a button for Tally Connector. You can click on this button. It will take you a GitHub page. Your 2 TCP collections are available here, sir, which you are already accessing. You can rather click on my home page. There are other 2 products also listed. This is a Tally Connector. There is another 2 development which I shared. It's called a Tally Python integration and a Tally SQL. I'm going to spend another 15 minutes time on both of this, sir. So I've decided to stop this connector. I'll come back to the connector. There is another TDL I've given which is called a fast entry. I'll show you a demo after 15-20 minutes. That will help you to transfer all your Excel entries into Tally. The reverse process where we did pulling out the entry. Now we are going to push into the entries. Before that, I'll speak few minutes about this Tally SQL and the Tally Python integration. So how many of you are aware of writing a very basic SQL queries in this room, sir? Please raise your hand, sir. I want to see. No, please raise properly because there is a half-handed I cannot able to identify. So I can find only 4 people or 5 people in this room. Okay, I'll just give you a small explanation about what is an SQL query is. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is used in all SQL based databases to extract information from a database. It's a common querying language. 90% of the database in this world are SQL based databases. We all been a user of databases. If you have a social media account, your Facebook, Instagram pages, all the information being loaded in your wall or your page is from a database. Your GST registration details, your login, your returns, everything saved in a database. So basically, database is around us. Our SSP portal is a database. Our UDIN portal is a database. So everything is a database. But SQL helps you to pull information from a database. pull information from a database. I'm going to quickly show you a few things, sir, in Notepad. So the SQL script starts like this, sir. Select some field name. I'm going to put $name from ledger. Sir, what I'm going to show you will be a really good forensics tool in Tally, can able to identify what entries are altered, even though audit log is not enabled. I'm just telling you this content I have even before the audit log function enabled in Tally. So we can see what kind of entries altered by a client. You know this SQL query. So that's ledger is a table name. It's a name of a table or name of a collection. I'll also let you know what is my collection name. A_SIRC ledger 7.1 is a table name. Voucher is also, SIRC voucher is a table name. But there's one more table inside the Tally is called ledger. That is a field called $name. I'm going to copy this, sir. Write this, copy this, go to Tally, go to the calculator panel. You only use calculator panel for putting some calculations. You can paste this, press enter. You see the list of ledger in Tally. Not necessarily you have to connect a TDL to load this. So there are 68 plus ledgers in Tally. So it looks very simple, but I'll tell you, sir, what this can do. I can pull out a customized trial balance from Tally. So I'm going to expand this SQL. So here in the field name, instead of name, we can put any other field available in Tally. Any other field available in Tally in the table called ledger. If you want the list of tables, this application is called a Tally Prime Developer. It's basically TDLs being written on this. You know why there was a clash for the Chitty robot in the movie with the villain? One information he wants from Chitty robot, schema. The robot will not give. Fortunately, the Tally has given schema here. So this is a schema like as equivalent to your Chitty neural schema. Our database data is stored in Tally. There is one particular schema called ledger. These are the fields available in Tally. So one such field is name, which I have taken. There are around 400 fields, sir. 400 fields, basically a master data. All items you enter while creating a ledger is captured here. I'll quickly give you the list of fields. So in name, you can put comma and add whatever fields you want. I'm going to put the dollar opening balance. Copy this. Get opening balance. So again, dollar underscore closing balance. Again, here I'll put name, then dollar parent, comma. So I'll copy this, run. So is this field being loaded in our collection, sir, already? Similarly, what is the use of this particular report, sir, currently? What is being displayed here? Any cases? Sir, how many of you have seen like this, sir? I've seen multiple times, sir. I think at least 20 times I felt it when I was doing article shape. A client will come, give us Tally data. I will export, go to menu, display, more reports, trial balance, export this legacy trial balance into Excel. Your article most likely doing this. Create a financials out of this. Correct, sir? Financials out of this. It's a tree-like structure where some of it is a subgroup will not be exploded. You need to further explode it by pressing Control and Enter. We will create financials. 4 questions hardly we would have asked clients, sir, on basic doubts. Client will take 1 week time. We'll come out with a new version of Tally where 200 entries you would have passed. Hundreds of ledgers you would have created. Then if you explode your trial balance like this, earlier you'll have now it has 70 rows, now then it will have 85 rows. you copy and paste it in the same cell where you originally done your financials, now it will not match. I've stuck up like many number of times, sir, on this. Now, this particular report available in your Excel by directly refreshing method. Sundry data, you can use a SUMIF. You want sundry data only debit balance, you can use some ifs. So like that you can prepare your financials. I'll tell you, sir, there is a company doing the same financial preparation automatic. I've taken the data, some 2-3 tables using Power Queries, something like that. They are charging 8,000 rupees for a financials. 8,000 rupees, sir. And also the other collection, which is transactional data, there is a company called Tally on Wheels. Narasimhan sir told me, Ram, please, similar data they are taking, 4 or 5 reports they are doing with pre-structured reports on this. So these two information can be taken, a financial statement preparation can be made. But this is not the reason why I am teaching you this SQL queries. You can take this, instead of your ledger, you will put that SIRC voucher. So that collection also will come, that table also will come, only the fields should match. The idea behind me teaching this particular SQL is, so you can put all field names here, sir. That 40 field names you can give, I'll also give a notepad, you can keep it ready. The idea behind me teaching this SQL is, this query, not only it works in Tally, any other application, even SAP, you have a similar query, which is called OData. In Microsoft, now one volunteer told me, he is my advanced ITT student. So same way it works in Microsoft Dynamics, which is called OData. Similar query we can be executing. But current objective of teaching you this query is not that. This query can be written, data can be taken from Tally, it can be included in Python. It can be included in Python and can be done for further analysis. But before that, I want to show you something. So I'm adding 2 more new fields, sir. Comma parent, comma dollar, master ID. Is there any field called master ID, sir? Already imported? Comma dollar, alter ID, comma. Last field alone will not have a comma. Every other field will have a comma and a space. So copy. And I do small typo, there will be a error, sir. The Tally will get closed, I have to reopen. So there are numbers, master ID and alter ID. Master ID is alpha provision, it says sundry data. Master ID is 391, alter ID is 747. Sir, please note these 2 numbers. I'll also put a magnifier for you.
Sir, how it is more than master ID double?
Yes, I'll show you, sir. No, maybe another 1 minute you will get it, sir. Master ID is 391 for a ledger called alpha provisions. Alter ID is 747. Keep this number in your mind, sir. I'm going back now. Going to ledger alteration screen. Alpha provisions, the first ledger. I'm going and changing some numbers, sir. Any changes I can make, sir. I can even do a group change also. It is my edit log version of Tally. Even in a regular version of Tally, I'll get these numbers. Again, I go to the query, Control N, press Enter. Please see what happens to the alter ID, sir.
One added.
So how it works, sir? Initially, when it's created, a master ID and alter ID has been set by the running serial number. Every time an item being altered, the master ID remains the same. Alter ID is being gone incremental. Now, to get the list of ledgers altered, sir, same is being fetched already, sir, in your master data as well as in your transactional data in the collection, the same data is coming. So, now in order to get the list of latest altered ledgers, simply the same query, you can go, finally you can write space, order by, put a dollar symbol, put alter ID. It will do a sorting of the particular field. So what happens, sir? Now all the ledgers will be sorted according to the alter ID. We can find the last bottom ledgers are newly altered ledgers. Same available in the transaction, sir. Unfortunately, transaction, I have written a collection. You have to use that particular name. SIRC collection 7.1, that particular table. I'll pass on this appropriate queries for both these tables. So the ledger data gets loaded here. You can find the last altered data. And very important, sir, 1 month back, I got a call at 7:30 from one of my colleagues. She's a chartered accountant based in South Chennai. She went for an audit to OT. She's sitting and she's saying, I came for an audit, statutory audit, but the numbers are very big and we could not guess what they have altered. They are using Tally ERP9. I want to know what are the transactions they have altered. Just went, connected my TDL, wrote a small query like this. I given her a list. Madam, these are the 15 transactions altered. So, we know Tally is very easy to use because it is very flexible to change the entries. Unfortunately, we cannot have the tab on what entries being changed. We are not using a edit log version of Tally. So this will work in the any version of Tally. It will point you out which vouchers are or which ledgers are altered. Same works for the vouchers as well. Now, you see, it's up to you. You can go and refer a older backup for that particular transaction, what it has happened, what kind of changes it made. Even a small modification, the narration, the alter ID will get changed. It is not only respect to the group names or the values in the opening or closing balances. A small change in any change will get altered. So this way you can find out what was the transactions and master data got altered. Now coming back to edit log, I know, sir, you all would have attended many sessions on edit log. I'm not going to take any edit log. Tally has an edit log feature. Now edit log is mandatory for companies from 1st April 2023. Tally always have one product. It is called a Tally 9. Then later it was Tally ERP9. Then later it was Tally Prime. But last 2 years, since 22nd of March 2022, Tally was with the two products, sir. Tally Prime and Tally Prime Edit Log. Now again there are three products, sir. Tally Prime Edit Log and a Tally Prime for AWS. They have also taken a cloud version of AWS, cloud version of Tally. Now this Edit Log feature will primarily apply Edit Log to all the companies. There is no on-off switch. The regular version of Tally Prime has optional Edit Log feature. If the entity wants to turn on the Edit Log, it can turn on. Otherwise, it can turn off. It's like you are having the power switch for a CCTV. Where you know on panikla, you know off panikla. But this is Edit Log. All the logs are being captured. Now you have seen alpha ledgers have altered 2 times. Am I right, sir? So I can go to same alter screen of alpha provisions. In the right side, you have related reports. Click on Edit Log. See what has happened, sir. Which user, because there is no security here, there is 2 alterations. One has 335, another alteration has 551. I'll click on the first alteration. What is altered is being shown in the red color. So amount of opening balance has been changed. Second time, again opening balance has been changed. So this is how altered items you can able to find if you have a edit log version of Tally. Even transactions also shown in this way. So this is how, yes sir.
Is there a place where you can take consolidated?
No. That is a place you have to use query. Very important, sir. Very important question. Thank you, sir. The Tally, if you have 20,000 entries, 5 entries are altered. You need to go into each 5 entry like this, fine. But in this case, if you can able to filter out the, yes sir.
The TDL which you are showing.
Not TDL, sir.
Okay.
This is a very basic version inside Tally. You have ledger. That's a table called ledger inside Tally. My TDL has not been running.
Okay. The alterations is available for every set of Tally.
Yes. Even in ERP9 this works. No. ERP9 you can find the alter ID, which voucher is altered. What content is altered is not possible. If you have edit log, using this alter ID, you can go and see that ledger. Fine. For example,
without loading anything, you'll be able to see what has.
Yes, what has changed. And if you are using edit log, you can find all the previous versions. But unfortunately, there are 20,000 entries. Let's assume 5 entries being changed multiple times. You will not trace all the 5 entries, even though edit log is applied. If you are using this method of filtering out or based on the alter ID, you can able to find. Any other questions, sir?
Sir, can we export the mistakes?
Sir, RTE, sir. This one, sir, I've never done, sir. Let me check. Try. No, sir. Only a screenshot possible.
Sir, even entry is deleted.
Sir, deleted. Here they say, but I've not tried, sir. It was available here, company edit log. They are telling, but I never tried, sir. I have to check. Sir, also, one more thing, sir. From the developer perspective, this edit log was not completely made sure, sir. It was still in a beta stage. There was a rush to roll out last time. And when it was released last March 22nd, 23rd of March 2022, but this was not that stable, sir. It is capturing the logs. They say, claim deleted items will come. One time it came, another time I could not able to find. There are some issues with it. There is a version called 3.0 launched yesterday. I believe that will be stable. Probably you will have all your items are covered. I read it in the documentary. Deleted vouchers are covered. You can try with that newer version, sir. Any other questions you want me to take? Yes, shall I move on, sir? Yes. So now this query can help you out to take out the data from tally inside the calculator panel. Now you can able to trace out what kind of entries entered at the last. Now I'm going to give you the second utility of what this query can do. So what I'm doing is I'm going into, it's already given to you, sir, going into my GitHub page, clicking on tally Python integration, connection script, there is a folder called connection script. Okay, I'm clicking on copy, sir. There should be a button. I do not copy, just give me a moment, sir. Maybe I logged in, I guess. So I'm copying this code, sir. There is a software called Anaconda is given to you, which has a Python inbuilt. You have to click on this Anaconda navigator, which will be dark green color. I don't think so. Every system will support this. I'll quickly have a words about this Anaconda. Few words about this, what this Anaconda software can do for you. Sir, Anaconda is a package of softwares. It includes Python. Helpful for not helpful for all developers and also helpful for chartered accountants like us. It does not require much of a programming language to start on. So this is how Anaconda will start. I think in my laptop it takes at least 2-3 minutes to get started. There are 7-8 products inside Anaconda. One such product is called Jupyter Notebooks. Sir, I just want to know before I start on, how many of you are aware of Jupyter Notebooks and done some kind of Python integrations with Jupyter? Yes, I can see there are 4 or 5 hands being raised. So when you click on Jupyter Notebook, I've already clicked and kept it, sir. A window like this will open and a URL will come. So this will automatically open a folder like this. Automatically open a folder like this. It's basically a file directory kind of thing or a browser kind of thing where the file gets loaded here. You can click on new Python 3 or PyKernel where a Jupyter Notebook window will open. It's being loaded, sir. So I'll give all of you a few minutes on this, how to run the script. Yes, sir. So this is a coding window of Jupyter Notebook. Here only you have to write codes. How it looks, sir? Is it that big difficult task? It's very simple, sir. Very simple. I'm copying this connection script from this particular page, GitHub page, already given the script. I've copied this and I'm going to paste it here, sir. Sir, if I run this, a dialog box like this will come, whether should I connect with port 9000, I have to give next only one time, and one time done. The query is executed correctly, sir. Still there is a small warning because of the older outdated libraries, okay, but still it is run. Sir, if you see this query, can you identify where we need to do the modifications in this query in order to get more data? Select name from ledger. This particular part of it, I paste my query, then all data will get loaded. So I'll quickly, I know that this is very heavy, I'm going very fast. I'll quickly tell you about what is an Anaconda is. Anaconda is a package of softwares, contains Python, contains Pandas library, it contains Spider, it contains maybe all our bizarre names, I know. It has some other 2-3 more applications. R Lab is there, IBM Watson application is there. There are few applications which can be used for in the field of analytics and quantum computing. One such package is called Jupyter Notebook, which is a simple text editor. You copy some script, paste it, it will run. Okay. So this is what a Jupyter Notebook is, sir. Jupyter Notebook is helpful for you to learn to run scripts with Python. Like some scripts of 10 lines I have given. I'm going to give you one more script also. So in this script, you change that particular SQL query, all data from Tally will get fetched into Python. So what is the advantage we get over Python? Now you all will feel, now this select name from ledger I've taken, and if you read the line number 12, it has saved that data into a CSV file. I can also point you out the CSV file. I had to go to this PC, then I had to go to a C colon, then users, admin, file name 1.csv. Sir, this is how Anaconda software looks like, sir. So currently we are using this Jupyter Notebook. There are other applications, Python command, Jupyter Lab, this Qt. It supports a GUI level of Windows app. If you want, right, you can use this PyQt. PowerShell is also available, Spider available, Visual Studio Code is also available, and there are other bunch of products which can be used. But I believe this, to the extent of this Jupyter Notebook, Visual Code Studio, R Studio, these three applications are relevant for data analysis.